the Marvels. So we have a return of the two of the three trio of female superheroes in the MCU. Now, I have to say, before you watch this review, if you have not seen Miss Marvel, the series on Disney Plus yet, then please watch it, because otherwise you're not going to understand what the hell is happening in this. Now, as you know, finally we get to find out why Carol Danvers ditched her mate and let her best friend die of cancer. And this is the story goes into the relationship between Monica Rambeau, played by Zorn Ashton, and of course Brie Larson plays Carol Danvers. Now, in the film, basically, the story is the three girls have to team up together. As you saw from the end of the Miss Marvel series, they are swapping powers, and the villain, Zora Ashton, who plays the accuser. I won't tell you her name because I don't want to spoil it. The accuser has the same bracelet that Kamala Khan has, and she's using it to basically embrace its power. It's not her power. It doesn't belong to the Kree. She found the bracelet in a disclosed location, and Marvel fans will kind of guess who the bracelet actually belongs to. If you haven't figured that out yet, have a real think about where you think the bracelet belongs to and who created the bracelet. So anyway, she finds the bracelet, sucks, and she starts to use the power. Basically, it doesn't give you much of the trailer, but basically she's using the bracelet to sort of take on all these planets. She's endangering people, and the three Marvels, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and Monica Rambeau, who returns in this. Captain Rambeau, who has the name Pulsar in the film, will team up as the Marvels team. And this first happens when, obviously, they've seen switching sides. Captain Marvel finds herself in Miss Marvel's bedroom. Monica Rambeau finds herself on the moon planet where the Kree is, and Kamala Khan finds herself at S.A.B.E.R space station, which is basically the sword but a different name. And she has to figure out what's going on. Long story short, the three girls have to team up, work together. The most interesting thing about this storyline is this is the first time Monica Rambeau and Carol Danvers have interacted with each other since Endgame. This is way past Endgame, and don't forget, we all know how ticked off Monica Rambeau is. And people have been asking me, does it sort of show this in the film? It is very realistic. Now, there's no full-on fight, unfortunately, but it's very real-life based. And their interaction and chemistry of what emotional context waterfall that these two go through in the film is absolutely brilliant. I will say I'm pleasantly surprised by this movie. I thought it was just going to be another sort of laugh out loud, but there are a couple of good moments in this. There are real life scenes that connect well within the emotional relapse of the storyline and the characters. The chemistry of the three women is fantastic. It really works. I wouldn't say it's brilliant. I'd say it's great. I wouldn't say it's brilliant. There are a couple of flaws in it, which I'll go through in a minute. I felt the villain, no offense to Tom Hiddleston's wife, who plays the villain in this, girlfriend, Zorn Ashton, who plays a very good role as the accuser. She's very vengeful. There's a reason why she's doing this as well, but you'll find that out in the film. But I just felt that her character wasn't explored enough. I wanted more from what they were saying. Great, we know what happened. I wanted backstory. I wanted context. I wanted connections that flowed within the script, and it felt like the script was partly prepared in the wrong way that didn't really flow with her advantage and her plan. So I was thinking, they could have used her more. Her powers were great, but she could have been a lot better, in my opinion. I mean, this is what I think MCU have to really look at. I mean, don't get me wrong, the story's great, and this was actually a better Marvel film than what I've seen in a while. But with the villains of the Marvel since Endgame, they really need to look at the villains of Marvel. They've fallen quite flat. I mean, Gore from Thor wasn't very, well, was really good, but, you know, the whole point of him was pointless. Ben, who played in this film, was a bit awful. The villain of Miss Marvel, again, pointless. Villain of Loki was actually brilliant. I enjoyed that one. There are a couple ones that are just like villain of Moon Knight, again, very flat. They really need to think about the MCU villains and their little small villains that lead up to the big villain, because it wasn't really flowing with what we wanted. The villain is a bit of a disappointment. That's what I'll put. I think she's not a massive disappointment, but there are a couple of flaws to what she does. The CGI is absolutely brilliant. It works really well with the powers, and the timing of how the powers link together and keep swapping them every time works very well. There are a couple of Easter eggs in this, and fair warning, stay to the end. That's all I'm going to say. Stay to the end, because there's some people, not becoming names, that will be blown away by this film. The comedy is brilliant. The jokes are well timed, well presented. It's very good flows in the script. It's not forced. It's very natural. It works well within the story, and they don't do too much of it either. You do explore a bit more of S.A.B.E.R as well. S.A.B.E.R, the space station, the new fortress that Nick Fury has created against the government, which will be explored next year. I'm looking forward to a lot what they're coming through. You also get to know finally what is going on. So there's a lot of connection from Loki season 2 and the Marvels. So if you're not thinking there's a connection there is a connection. It's not clear connection, but you will be able to figure it out. And there's a lot more plan now of what MCU is doing forward. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy with Jonathan Majors. I know a lot of people have said Marvel's scrapping the Kang plan. That is not the case entirely. That's just rumours. Don't ignore anything they say. If you see any clickbait on Facebook, that's not confirmed. They are still going with Jonathan Majors. The Kang the Conqueror and the Council of Kang storyline is still going ahead. The only way that will be replaced is if Jonathan Majors is found guilty and arrested. So don't listen to any clickbait you find on Facebook, because it's lies, okay? There's been no confirmation, so don't believe any of that. The special effects are incredible. Stunts are great. Fight scenes are brilliant. Samuel Jackson plays a great role in this role as Nick Fury. Brilliant leader. I think we weren't used much, but then again, it wasn't supposed to. But you saw a little bit more, and you saw the connection to Secret Invasion, which of course we will forget about, as nobody wants to remember that. Brie Larson was fantastic as Captain Marvel. I don't know what the haters are all about on Facebook with hating Brie Larson. There's nothing wrong with this actress. Stop being sexist and go watch the film, because seriously, there's nothing wrong with this actress. There's nothing wrong with Monica Rambeau. It's a team of women superheroes, works very, very well. And I have to say, Dawn Ashton is brilliant as Monica Rambeau. She's fantastic. I love the realistic chemistry between these two girls, especially when they finally talk about why Monica's like so awkward and angry around her. Awkward moments are timed really well. There are a bit of suspense moments that you can feel it's awkward, and it's very like, you don't want to be in this room. And it's very clever how they do that. And of course, Goose is returned in this. There's even more of Goose in this film as well. Way more cat stuff in this, which Stephanie particularly liked. But yeah, overall, The Marvels is a brilliant family fun movie. It's got some grit to it, real life problems. They do address a lot of realistic issues in this as well, which I like. And I think it was really, really good. The special effects work, storylines work, directions really well. The well-timed comedy is perfect. And I think, the only problem I have was the lack of the villain. And at times you wanted more. You wanted to know more. Like, we still don't know what happened to Skrull's planet. That's the annoying thing that I found. We don't know what happened to the Skrull planet. I would like a bit of backstory in that. So I was a little bit disappointed by that. But overall, it's a pretty good movie. It's surprisingly good. So for all those reasons, I'm going to give The Marvels 4 stars. So, The Marvels, have you guys seen this yet? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the comment section below this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Movie Madness for any more of my movie reviews, and click the thumbs up button if you like this video. Just after this video, I will be reviewing, so following on from this video, I will have Haunting in Venice. Gonna look forward to reviewing that. Stay tuned.